Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Beckemeyer.
I'm the balding Ewok, or just
You're
bald?
the. There's no
Okay,
other.
the
The
balding
Balding
Ewok.
Ewok, the filmmaking partner in crime here.
It's not just partner. I am the
You
crime.
are the crime.
Yes.
You mean it's criminal
To put me on camera.
to put me through this?
Yes, that
Okay.
too.
We're here because we're here to talk about some updates for our film company, Super Mega Ultra. In We want to talk about some of our projects that are basically our big project that's coming up.
It's Super Mega Ultra Entertainment.
Entertainment,
right?
because it's very entertaining.
Yes.
It's obvious though. Look at this.
I know.
It's obvious how entertaining it is.
I'm the Mega and Ultra, and you're Super.
Yeah.
A mega pain in the ass, ultra annoying, and you're super patient.
So, for like 25 years now, we've been filmmakers, and in 2017, we shot and released our first feature film, Really Pathetic
Yes.
and Totally Awkward,
To prove we could do it.
to ourselves.
Yes.
To ourselves, and we did it.
We're paying our dues because to go out there and say, hey, you should let us make a film or give us money to make a film. We just felt like, where's the proof?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And so now we're to the point to where, okay, we need to level up. We talked about leveling up before, but this is like official. We have nose to the grindstone. We've been just focusing on
Yeah.
just that.
So all of our short films and our feature film have been made in various stages of, like, not fully funded, not financed. We've done a couple of crowdfunds here and there, some successful, some not. But whatever money we ever had to make a movie or a short film, even or a feature film, it was not much. And so in the process of making our feature film, Really Pathetic and Totally Awkward, we both sort of. Brad was first to say we're not doing it like this again. I am like, sure, but in 2 years, if we haven't made another film, I'm doing this again. So what we've decided to do over time is to seek investors for our film,
Yes.
to officially finance a film. The reason, for me at least, why we'd never done that, but why I had never tried to do that was before, is over the last couple of years, I've just realized it's ultimately because of fear and intimidation of the financing process. Not that we didn't
Yeah.
theoretically know how to do it or what it meant to finance a film. We knew about investing and all that stuff.
Yes.
But it was the idea of literally making hundreds of phone calls and emails and thousands of text messages.
All that stuff that we hate. That
Yeah.
honestly, raising money for a film
Yeah.
it takes skills that we are. I don't want to say don't possess.
Currently
but
developing. We're developing.
We are working on
Yeah,
it.
and it made for me mostly it made me nervous. It intimidated me to the point of I don't want to do that, and I was using excuses like I don't want to spend all that time financing a movie. I just want to make the movie,
And nobody cares.
and nobody cares and all that stuff. Those things aren't true. Those things are
Most people
those
don't care.
those things are what I found is most people do care. Most people just can't invest because they do want to hear that you're doing something and they're excited for you.
Yes.
But they can't do anything about that because financing a film is not. That takes us right into the thing. Financing a film is not at all like crowdfunding. A crowdfund is where you get on Kickstarter or Seed and Spark, and you do a thing where say, "Hey, all our friends and family, we're making this movie. You can anywhere from $5 to $5,000 or whatever you have to throw us." Most people give like 25 or $50, and enough people throw 25 or $50 in that you can get, 10, 15, $20,000, which, by the way, is enough to scrounge together enough money to make pretty much a feature film. You can spread money pretty thin when you've done it as much as we have. But what we really wanted to do was do an official investor. So that was a crowdfund. A film financing is where you basically have your movie as a pie, and the filmmakers own part of half the pie, or as much of the pie as they can. And then they sell off pieces of the pie at certain increments. So for our movie, which is a $125,000 budget, that means 1 point of our film makes up $2,500. So if you add 50 of those together, 50 $2,500 investments, that is ultimately $125,000. Now, we're not looking for 25 we're not looking for 50 $2,500 investors. We're looking for people who can start at 25, and then if they want to buy 2 points of the film to own 2% of the film, basically it's would be 5,000, and then 7,500, and then 10,000. So we are currently working on that. We are working with a consulting producer, and we have been making phone calls and text messages and emails and just hitting the bricks, like basically like Gary Glenn Ross, always be closing, constantly talking to everybody we can come up with. And we have several updates about this project, but we realize we never really have told the Facebook people about it. We've reached out to people individually, but we've all along have been intending to do these like weekly or regular updates explaining to people what we're working on, mostly just to let people know that we're still working on things behind the scenes. We've been pretty quiet for about 7 or 8 months.
And honestly, in the efforts of spreading the word and getting to anybody that might be interested in investing, we should be letting everyone know and giving them updates and all of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out with what is it? We got a little trailer of the first scene in the film, although it's probably gonna change.
So essentially, to help us show people what we were talking about, some people would maybe make a short film, and we started thinking about a short film, but we realized that would basically pull us away from concentrating on the feature film.
Yeah, we really wanted to just
we really want to make a short film to show people, like a 10-minute trailer for the thing.
Right.
However,
version of the world.
What we did instead is we made a teaser trailer for our film Hypnagogic, which you may or may not have seen at this point. The film is called The Hypnagogic. It's a psychological horror film, which you could basically, the premise is an angry disabled person. No, notice where the inspiration comes from. An angry disabled person learns how to control and manipulate people from through the astral realm.
Yeah, like astral projection.
So it sort of has possession elements to it. It's psychological because a lot of it takes place in the head. If you like, let's say, The Shining, or even a David Lynch movie, sort of like Lost Highway or something, or
there's a movie out recently called Possessor, which is very similar to what we want to do.
So it's the vibe, a very unsettling, still, quiet vibe. We decided that to help people see that, we would shoot a little teaser, and the teaser is the bad. And what would be essentially, if you think about because we're about to show this to you, when you watch it, think of it. This is the first shot of our film. Think of it like that. We may recast the part, Brad's standing in for the part right now, all that stuff. But think of this as the first shot of the film. We will be back more regularly with updates like this, just to keep people posted.
And, like some concept art and stuff, and just like get you guys in on the process.
Yeah. So, but if anybody's interested, if you just want to look at the business plan, or if you think you know somebody who might be interested in investing in movies, horror movies are the horror movies and superhero movies are the two genres of films that have continued to thrive throughout the pandemic from 2020, 2021, and all that stuff. And horror movies are especially resilient when it comes to that because
Yes.
they have such a wide audience of people that are interested, which is one of the reasons we decided we wanted to make our next feature film a horror film, is because we wanted to play around in that space, but also we knew it was is the broadest audience we could
And
find.
you can do a good horror movie on a low budget.
Yeah, that too. So, so again, if you wanted to reach out to us, you can message us here, or you can send us an email at supermegaultraint@gmail.com. I'll put the little thing right
Yeah.
there and the thing like that so you can see.
E-N-T.
Int as in entertainment. We will see you again soon with another update. Hope everybody is well. Be well and have fun.
The end.